Martinez, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. An explosive way to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels.
Well, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players involved in the game on the first play of the game. Just throw it up and let him go make magic happen.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on third down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
This defense doesn't even have a chance to blink after just giving up an explosive play. You get lined up, and all of a sudden they're throwing it over your head again into the end zone. They better get ready, lined up. I'd expect another shot coming up.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! First score of the game goes up.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Charles. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air. It's Hammond. Right down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's
touchdown, Cornhuskers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Head Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He's got him. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Leaves it with the back. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. With the catch, it's Maddox. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Back to pass, it's Hammond. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds, incomplete pass. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
The give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with second and short. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Got it behind the line. It's Markway. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Huskers line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. trying to pick it up on the ground. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
To the air on first down. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Huskers have this offense rolling. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
To the air on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50. He gets a hand on it. Not going to get there as this defense makes a stand.
Yeah, and a lot of times in field goal block, you load up one side, they load up the left side, push all the guys backwards, slip through the crack, get their hand up, and get the big block. Nice job.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hammond. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking to fire. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Grab near the marker. It's Stone. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed it.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Got a man. It's Hudson. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Using the quick game. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. On to attempt the try.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. On the ground, it's Young. Breaks into the open. The 40. The 20. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So first down here as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Working that left side now. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
From the gun, the ground game. Makes a man miss. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Charles. There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Charles. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. A methodical drive. finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw again. Throws to the tight end. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Makes the catch. It's Maddox. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Quick strike complete. Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Charles. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
That last completion sets him up on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. They're working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Charles. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Flips it out to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to get outside. And he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this. Offenses, you've seen the explosion. It's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offenses just, they got the upper hand.
He'll bring it out. It's Bell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a crease. It's Young. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Hunter. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the...
Going for it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success.
Got some room to run. Bulldozes his way through. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To throw, it's Hammond. Get it out on the screen. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker, it's Hudson. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Hudson. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The give to the tailback. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raider.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. steps away. Throwing on the run. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The short hands, it's Charles. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
There he goes. Can't get him to the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to throw. It's Hammond. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on third down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
The Cornhuskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Working the big fella to the corner. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. He has been surgical. Precision passing. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. The quick out, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football.
Going for the big play. Underneath toast to coverage. Got it deep downfield. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Red Raiders. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on! Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. His job chasing by the defense.
Not quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Huskers will... It's a fake. He's going to throw it. And it's caught. Can he get it to the sticks? And he makes the tackle, but not before the first down is picked up and the gamble pays off.
And that is such a great job by the head coach deciding to go for it there on the fake punt. And that's one of those fake punts that they've probably had in their playbook now for several weeks, but you gotta have the perfect look defensively to run it. The up man gets the snap, a nice accurate throw, picking up the first down and keep this drive alive.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Going for 6. Touchdown, Cornhusker. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Charles. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ballgame. Oh, he's got some space. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Caught in the backfield, it's Charles. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's got room. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, you take care of that football.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to burn this defensive back. Hits him in stride of the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Husker! Extra point here will tie the game. Forget the kick, he's going to throw it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make, moving to change it. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. A big, explosive play by this offense. And if you want to control the fourth quarter, might as well go in with momentum like that. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the middle. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. Under fire. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Trying to bully their way in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill.
Touchdown, Nebraska! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
getting aggressive here and going for two. From the gun, looking for a man. And he makes the grab for the deuce. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Charles. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to... He's taking the shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Charles. Makes his man miss. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Gets it out quickly. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. This is like he's orchestrating a video game out there. I mean, he's right at 500 yards. He's a step or two or three ahead of any coverage he sees.
Or 12, Reese. I mean, this defense just doesn't have an answer for him. They've blitzed him. They've played zone coverage. They try to man up these receivers, but the end result is always the same. This guy right now is unstoppable.
Listen, as the game goes along, you start to figure out what that defense does. And then offense, I think they got a really good clue that that corner route continues to be open. I'd keep hitting it.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They just keep firing. This one's complete. Breaks into the open. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking downfield is Hammond. A lot of defenders around on that screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it out. tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Trying to turn the corner on the left. Finds a little space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Maddox. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best. There he goes! Runs through a tackle.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Pressure coming. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires left. Got his man downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this tight end is having a day. With that last catch, he's now got over 150 receiving yards.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Looking for the two-point try. The snap sets up the throw. And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the two-point conversion.
What a gutsy call on that two-point conversion. They could have just kicked the extra point and tied it, but instead they decided to go for the lead. They get it executed, and all of a sudden they have all the momentum in this game.
And he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. On the run, it's Young. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it.
Turning it on. Got the first down. Looking for more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Gets it out fast. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
They'll leave it with him. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's when they're going to regret trailing late.
And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Power football with the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, that's nice by the running back there, showing you his experience and his self-control, because a lot of guys would have tried to bounce that football to the outside, but he understands the assignment. We're in the middle of the field. We need to stay in the middle of the field to give our kicker the best.
Touchdown, Huskers! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
Makes the grab for the two-point conversion. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Charles. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. to throw. It's Hammond. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0.